I'm getting ready to make what will likely be my last camp meal. As you can see, I've kept the tent down because there's just been a threat of thunderstorms every night, so better safe than sorry. And yeah, so I'm gonna make the red lentil sloppy joes for Ellie and Ray tonight. Down here, I want to show you where we ended up. So I didn't use up a full 20-pound tank, but I also cooked probably about a quarter to a third less than I had expected, or than I had anticipated. So if I had cooked as much as I had thought, I probably would have been onto my second 20-pound tank already. But as it stands now, I've been 6 weeks probably cooking, when I was camping, at least once a day, probably twice a day on most at camp days. Had a couple. So I'll try and go back and figure out how many meals I actually cooked. We got these onions sizzling. First step, stir in the tomato paste. Garlic, lentils, water, gonna let this simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, here's a flashback to about an hour ago when I tasted that celery soda that I bought in Bricktown, Oklahoma City. Enjoy. The celery soda was not delicious. I drank my share. Oh, hi. Hi. But I probably wouldn't buy it again. Touching back on Camp Kitchen Part 1 in Zion. I don't remember what day it is, but I'm posting it here now. Just wanted to let you know what I didn't end up using from my camp kitchen, and it was very little that I didn't use. So I don't think I used this microplane. I can't think of any meal that I would have made that I would have used it. The grater. I did not end up using this small little bowl, but it didn't take up much space, so I'm not too upset that I brought it. And then these skewer sticks, which I would have used. I think I had bought little baby portobello mushrooms. That would have been nice to kind of roast. So none of this stuff. I used a lot of what I brought. So I think it was a pretty solid camp kitchen. Oh yeah, and this, I did not use this. I'll try to type out a list and post it on the Camp Kitchen Part 1 page so you can look back if you want to kind of fashion your own camp kitchen. Mustard, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, salt. Stir it all in. This is looking good. Red lentil sloppy joes. We're gonna let this simmer for another 3 to 5 minutes, and then we will be ready. Sloppy joes with the final cuttings of my arugula microgreens as well. Bon appetit.